So I wanted to talk quickly with you to tell you that before you offer that next strategy session or that next intensive, I want you to consider a few things. First of all, I understand where you are. Something happened, like you've had a few pricing rejections on your sales calls or in the DMs, or people were applying to your program and super excited about it, and then they hear the price and they're out. Or maybe you're not getting any leads, so you assume it must be the price, or you offer something at a lower price point just to get some clients for a while and make some money. Or maybe you were ghosted the second you sent this proposal. They're on the sales call, they're like, hell yeah, I'm in, send that proposal, and then they ghost you. One of those things might have happened to you, and I can see why the mindset of, okay, well, let me offer an intensive or a strategy session kicks in. And I know what you would rather be experiencing. You would like to be working less with clients who are of high quality that you can give all of your attention to, or maybe you want to quit your 9 to 5 so that you can focus on this business full time. Maybe you want to be able to afford to outsource the things that you don't want to do in your business, or maybe you want to be able to travel more and actually upgrade to the fancy amenities. Maybe you want more freedom with your time, or you want to meet your savings goals, or maybe you want to be able to just afford self-care. Whatever your goals are that your business is supposed to help you to afford, you're making it harder for yourself to get there when you start downgrading your offers, which what should be a high ticket offer of a done for you service or a coaching program. Every time you downgrade into a strategy session or an intensive, you're making it harder for you to reach those goals that I know you have. What I really want you to think about is the reason that you might be having a hard time selling your stuff at the higher price point is maybe you really just don't understand your ideal clients enough to help them see the value in your offer. You have to understand what's valuable to them, and when you're creating these offers, you need to be able to explain to them how you're going to help them get to those goals that they have. Or maybe you just haven't figured out the biggest problem that your ideal clients have, the ones that you can solve with your expertise, because most people typically sell things that they think people want. When I sold my course or tried to sell my course, I told you guys I failed that twice, and it's because I thought people wanted that. They said they couldn't afford my design work, so I assumed if I created a done for you, a DIY option for them, then they would buy that because it would be more affordable, and it never sold. What sounds sexy or what everyone else is selling or how everyone else is selling it doesn't mean that it's right for you. What you actually need to sell is what you can do to get results for other people to solve their problems. Pricing rejections all point to two things. I can tell you that now. You're attracting the wrong people. If they can't afford it, like you're selling something for 10 grand a month and they only make $1,000 a month, they cannot afford your stuff. If they don't believe in your process, if you're saying, I believe that the key to success is email marketing, and they say, I will never use email marketing, then that's not your person. If they don't fit into categories that align with your expertise, if you're saying, I want to help people to better manage their time with their kids, and you're attracting people with no kids, that's not your person. If they don't match the minimum criteria for your offer, for your program to even work, if you're trying to target people who have existing businesses and you're only attracting people who are aspiring to be business owners, those aren't your people. So you're usually attracting the wrong people, or you're not helping the right people see the value. So what is it that I want you to do? What's the tip, right? The tip is stop offering the lower ticket option so that you don't have anything to fall back on. If your entire business rests on the fact that you have to learn how to sell your big ticket offer or you make $0, then you will find a way to sell that. I'm going to say that again. If you force yourself to only sell your high ticket offer and you have nothing to fall back on, like an intensive or a strategy session, then you will be forced to learn how to sell that thing. You will figure out who your target audience is. You will figure out what they value, and you will learn to talk and speak to that thing. But every time you know in the back of your mind that you have something you can downsell them into, then you will always resort back to doing just that, right? What it does is when you do that, it eliminates your ability to see where the gaps are in your content or your offer, and then further justifies the thoughts that you're already having. It further makes those things true to you, right? I'm not worthy of charging this much, or nobody will ever pay that much for my services, or I won't get any clients if I sell at a higher price point. You're making yourself believe that, because if every time of course, if you're selling a strategy session or an intensive, someone's going to buy that. And every time they buy that, it confirms, okay, my price must be too high for the other thing. And that's not true. So don't give yourself an easy out. Give yourself a goal to figure out what you need to be offering and how much it needs to, first of all, cost to be profitable, and then learn to find the right people for that offer. and to articulate the value for it. I just opened the applications this week for the Revolutionary brand, where I am teaching people how to figure out the offers that are going to work for their ideal clients based on their expertise, so that they can learn how to sell that, articulate their value. I'm teaching them how to show up online and have more visibility and build brand authority, speaking only on the things that they know the best, so that people will gravitate toward them. The people who are their ideal clients, who are definitely going to invest, they show up when you have the right content to attract them. And I'm going to help the people in that program learn to sell those services that they have now vetted out properly and figured out who those target audiences are. I'm going to help them sell that at a profitable price point. I want people to stop being so afraid to charge $1,000 or more for their services when it really should be. Stop charging $500, $600, $997 for services that are of a high caliber and bringing so much value. The link is in my bio for you to submit your application. I would love to have a compatibility discussion. And what I also do before you even get on a phone call with me, just by you submitting your application, you get access to a self-assessment. I call it a profitable business health assessment, for you to see my entire framework for this program, and also for you to see if what I'm teaching you is going to help you get to the goals that you have. If it's not the right fit, then we don't have to get on a call, but I can guarantee that this program is what you need if you're struggling, and what you've been doing right now is what I talked about today. I hope to see your application.